What's going on, guys? This is 6C, and today I have a particular different video. In the background I have some Chosen in the Sky, the third gameplay back when I was playing it last year. And today I want to talk about an interview that Oh My God Fluffy did. For those who don't know who Fluffy is, she has been in the community for a very long time, probably more than I have. She, the difference between me and her though is that she runs a website called Endless History. She mainly talks about Falcom games, Falcom history, Falcom stocks, any announcement about Falcom she does. She runs everything and all that kind of stuff on her website. And she pulled out her card, man, and she was able to score Q&A with Kondo. She sent a couple of questions email to Kondo, and Kondo was gonna go and respond back to her. And man, I'm proud of her that her work as a smart journalist is working out for her. So there was two questions I really want to talk about that she did to Kondo in this particular video. So let's get on with them. The first question, one of the questions that she did to Kondo was, since a lot of readers who are fan of Kiseki series, I would like to ask a couple of questions for them for obvious reasons. This is where she comes good. In a previous interview, you give me a percentage for the completion of the Kiseki series. Does this mean you have a general idea of the ending already, or how far ahead have you planned out on the series? And this is kind of saying the ending of the Kiseki series is entirely planned out, but I can disclose what will happen up between now and then. Things that we decided in the planning stage can evolve or change as we proceed with the series, which is how the series has progressed. Incidentally, the crossbow art was not planned when we conceived Chosen in the Sky. However, we thought it was best to portray that area before we move on to the Robonia art. So that is how development for the crossbow games began. And yeah, I already said before, I think one of my previous video, Kondo, the game ending was already kind of like laid out in Chosen in the Sky. Like before Chosen in the Sky came out, I'm pretty sure they already had the story laid out, how the story was going to end. And of course, how the story is going to get there is how they actually, work on as they continue making these games. Now, I want to talk about this next question is probably the best question she did to Kondo, because this is probably the best part. So, this is what she says on the question. This is what she asked Kondo. I can receive a lower question that's been bugging me and bunch of my readers. In Sorano Kiseki the Third, there were a couple of images that were not used in game. I'm gonna show you guys the images on the screen right now of Weissman and Rufina. Yet, despite all this being removed in various ports, these two have remained, though still unused. Is there something about those images that we might learn about in the future? And this is what Kondo says. Because Weissman was once a member of the congregation for the sacraments, we plan to have some kind of scene showing that relation to Rufina. Unfortunately, this hasn't been done yet, but it's something we would like to depict in the future. Now, let's look at the pictures right here. I found these pictures long time ago, probably 2015, 2014, around there. These pictures are in the Chosen in the Sky the Third, but you cannot view them. You cannot find these pictures normally playing the game. If you data mine the game, you're gonna find these particular two pictures. Now, I'm gonna talk about a blog here that by a blogger named Raindrop. This is how I came to find these pictures 3 to 4 years ago, and she kind of translated the conversation and basically the origin of these pictures. Basically, there was a Chinese forum, and some Chinese hackers pretty much data mined Chosen in the Sky the Third and found these pictures. There's a bunch of other pictures that they didn't show in the Chosen in the Sky the Third. So let me talk about what's happening on this picture. Alright, so this is door 19, Betrayal of Stigma. This door talks about an important event, the truth behind Professor leaving the church. Remember, Weissman left the church. Weissman, as an orphan, came from a place devastated by the pillar of assault, was taken in and raised by the charity organization of the church. Thereafter, he began his new life. Alright, so this is what happening on the first picture. I'm gonna put the conversation here. So how you come to a decision about what we talk about? Sorry, I'm not interested in that kind of power, Rufina said. Are you sure? If we release the stigma in your body, you will be able to become one of the 12 dominions. With your potential, we can even win. You can even win over Sonate. Sonate is, of course, the #1 dominion, the strongest one. And she said, let me repeat what I said. I had no interest in the power of the stigma. Weissman, you think I don't know? After becoming the bishop, you'll be giving research information on the stigma over to Ouroboros. If the Pope knows of this, you will know the consequences. Ha ha ha, no wonder why they call you Rufina of the Thousand Hands. You even find out about Ouroboros. That person is really interested in my research results. Why are you doing this? Why are you even helping Ouroboros? What I pursue is the idea of power beyond human. The reason I research on the stigma is to pursue that idea. That ideal. The stigma is far more complex than I imagined. That kind of power is like the will of the world. Essentially very interesting. But now I see even greater goal, and so I changed my mind. Are you talking about the 7 treasures of the goddess recorded in the Holy Scriptures? But research on the 7 treasures is strictly prohibited within the church. Haha, I know that. That's why I found a place more suitable for that kind of research. I get it now, Rufina is saying. You hand over information on the stigma to Ouroboros in order to gain their trust. Haha, think however you like, Rufina. Rufina of the Thousand Hands. This is goodbye then. Haha, and then the last picture there. After this meeting, Weissman never showed himself at the church again. Rufina reported all that was said with Weissman to the Pope. After receiving this information, the Pope confirmed Weissman as a traitor. Weissman became excommunicated thereafter, but after that meeting, Weissman really went to Ouroboros and started his research on the 7 treasures. Now, let me talk about this for a second. This is very important. Like I said, I found these pictures a long time ago, but it did not make sense much to me about the Dominion back then. But now that I have played Cold Steel, and I've seen a little bit of Sentinel Kiseki, this event makes more sense to me. Of course, the experiment that, you know, Weissman was how can you say obsessed with the stigma. That's why he was obsessed with Joshua. Joshua was kind of like his little subhuman. Joshua had a stigma as well, but it was more like a replicate of the real stigma of the Dominions. So it's kind of cool that Luffy actually asked him about this, even though we're not even supposed to know about this. This is kind of what was, you know, this was data mined by Chinese hackers. But anyway, guys, I want to do this short video for you guys, talking about this little interview that Fluffy did. The link to the questions will be in the doobly-doo below, aka description below. If you guys want to read the question that she did. She did a couple of good ones about, you know, fighting games. They're planning to do another fighting game, the crossovers, which is actually really cool. And I'm also gonna read the blog in the doobly-doo below, the blog that I read a long time ago, and the blogger name is Raindrop. She was the one responsible for translating this, because all of this comes from, like I said, a Chinese forum. The Chinese forum, you can find the link on her blog. So everything's gonna be down in the description down below. And that's it, guys. I have a couple of more videos coming out of the Kiseki series. Water Man is one of my theories. I also gonna be talking about, I'm gonna do a whole different video about Weissman. If you guys remember, I did the breakdown of the Black Records of Choso Kosio 3, talking about the Unwanted Child. You guys remember that part? I'm probably gonna put that in the doobly-doo below as well, the link to that particular part on that video, so you guys know what I'm talking about. It's basically how Weissman could be basically the key player of what is happening in the Kiseki series right now. He could be the master. I guess he was the masterpiece basically of why everything is happening in the game right now in the Kiseki series. So, like I said, I'm gonna do one more video of Weissman. I'm gonna breaking it down for you guys, so you guys understand why I think he's the Unwanted Child, and he is basically the responsible of what everything is happening right now in the series. So, alright guys, thank you so much for watching. A huge shout out to Fluffy. She put the scores, man. She was able to ask Kondo some questions. So I'm almost that's gotta be one of her bucket list in her thing. You know, she'd be like, oh man, I finally was able to talk to Kondo. But yeah, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. The commercial tactic. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. Gotcha.
Blue seal carved in my soul the mist.